Hey everyone, today's video is pretty straightforward. I'm going to be doing a tier list of all the Mario Kart games, so let's just jump into it. Now, I will point out that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is on here twice for some reason, but we will ignore that. And I put all the games in a random order. I thought about doing them in order of release, but I thought it would be more fun to just do them randomly. And keep in mind, this is just my personal opinion, so let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. So it looks like first off, we have Mario Kart 64. I would probably want to put this in C tier initially, but because Mario Kart 64 is actually still pretty fun despite how dated it is, I'll bump it up to B tier. My only problem with it is I have a hard time going back to it sometimes. I mean, drifting, you can drift in that game, but is it really worth it? Because I feel like it's so easy to just spin out, and the drifting it's so weird. Like, you drift and then you just like fly off the track, it seems. So I think Mario Kart 64 belongs in B tier because while it is still fun, it's not a game I really like to go back to all that often. What is this one? Mario Kart Arcade DX. Okay, I didn't recognize it at first. I'm just gonna do all the Mario Kart arcade games at once. So where are they? I kind of just have the same opinion for all of these. I'll put them in B because they are really fun, but they also are just kind of a novelty. But I don't think I would put them in C tier. I don't think they're that bad. It's obviously just a much different experience than most Mario Karts. Yeah, I think B tier is pretty fair. Okay, next we have Mario Kart DS. A lot of people love this game, and I do too, to some extent. I don't have the nostalgia for it because I did not have a Nintendo DS growing up. Obviously, Mario Kart DS is a really good game, especially with like its campaign mode and things like that. The one gripe I have with it, and this is just a personal thing, I hate the grading system for when you're doing the Grand Prix. You can get first place in all 4 races and still not get 3 stars because you didn't do it well enough. I think it has to do with how long you retain first place throughout the races and how many items you get hit by, which is completely luck-based, if you ask me. So I just feel like the grading for Grand Prix is super unfair, because in like modern Mario Kart games, if you get first place on all 4 races, no matter what, even if you got first place at the very last second for all 4 races, that's 3 stars. And yeah, I just feel like Mario Kart DS was very brutal when it came to grading. Despite all that, it's a really good game. I'm gonna throw it in A tier. I'm trying to give it its flowers, even though I kind of have a disdain for it. But it is a very good game. Mario Kart Tour. I really have not played this game that much. I've tried it a few times, and while I do think it's sort of fun, controlling a Mario Kart game with a touchscreen just does not feel natural. And while I do appreciate a lot of the things that you can unlock and whatnot in the game, you also have to like buy things, and that's not worth it at all to me. So I'm just gonna throw it into D tier. I just noticed I don't have an F tier here, but I mean, it's whatever. I really don't like Mario Kart Tour, so you get the picture. Mario Kart Super Circuit. This game I did not own growing up. I do appreciate it though. It's a step up from the original Mario Kart. Like, it just feels like a portable Super Mario Kart, and it also has a lot of the tracks, or I think it has all the tracks from the original Mario Kart in it. It's a pretty cool game. I don't know how fun it is to really go back to it, but I'll be honest, I have not played Mario Kart Super Circuit all that much. I think I'm gonna throw it into C tier. I appreciate it for what it is, but there's a lot of Mario Karts that stand above it. Oh, now we have a classic, Mario Kart Wii. This game is literally the most awesome yet infuriating Mario Kart ever. The only thing I really don't like about it is if you compare it to like Mario Kart Double Dash, for example, the game that came right before it on GameCube, it doesn't look that great. The colors are like kind of washed out, and I never really liked that, but other than the presentation, for the most part, I think Mario Kart Wii is a great game. And I also find it to be so fascinating, just the online community community and how people have created their own servers to just continue playing Mario Kart Wii online. I just feel like Mario Kart Wii is such a timeless game. It was also the first Mario Kart game that I owned as a kid. Yeah, like, I was so bad with it. I thought I had to play it with the Wii wheel, which made life very miserable in the beginning. But yeah, I just remember being so frustrated all the time. Like, I would always get hit by a blue shell when I was this close to wrapping up a Grand Prix and getting first place for all the races. So while it was very infuriating, it's a great game, and it's like one of the most fun games to play with friends, even to this day. So I would say it goes right into A tier. I'll put it above Mario Kart DS here. Super Mario Kart. Now, this game is so stinking cute. The sprites, I think, are all just so awesome. I think the music is awesome. Now, when you play the game, it's not as awesome. So, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I love this game so much just because of how it looks. If you play it on, like, Nintendo Switch Online, for example, and you're using a Switch Pro controller, that's not gonna do it. You need to play it with an SNES controller or some kind of classic controller where you're controlling it with the D-pad, because it just feels more right when you play it with a simpler controller. I would put it in high B. I would definitely put it above Mario Kart 64. That's probably a hot take, but I have a lot more love for Super Mario Kart, so I hope you all understand. Next, we have Mario Kart Double Dash. We mentioned this when talking about Mario Kart Wii. I would play it at my cousin's house because I did not have a GameCube growing up. It's the elephant in the room. You play with two characters on the same kart, and one of my favorite things to do was just play two-player with my cousin, and we would play on the same kart. So he would drive, and I would sit in the back and control the items, and you could also do that little thing where you could punch players that are next to you. I freaking loved that. I'm glad my cousin was so gracious enough to drive most of the time. Playing it on my own, I think it's just so fun. The battle mode is a blast, especially Bob-omb Blast, speaking of which. Mario Kart Double Dash is so fun. It looks really awesome. Yeah, the characters are a little jaggedy, but I mean, that's the GameCube for you. Which game do I like better, Mario Kart Wii or Mario Kart Double Dash? I'm just gonna keep them this way. I'll consider it a tie. Next up, we have Mario Kart 7. Now, I feel like this game is the most underrated Mario Kart that exists. I don't know, like, this game is really fun. It doesn't really have its own identity, which seems weird considering the fact that it literally introduced driving underwater and having the paragliders. So you would think it has its own identity, but of course, because of games that came after it, it kind of lost its identity. One thing I forgot to mention about Mario Kart Wii that is also in this game is the stunting, like when you drive off of a ramp. I think stunting is awesome, and I think just for that, Mario Kart Wii does deserve to be above Double Dash. It's second nature at this point whenever I play a Mario Kart. It's an absolute staple, and Mario Kart 7 was really fun. I got it for my Nintendo 2DS, and yeah, I was that guy. I bought a Nintendo 2DS because it was really cheap, and it came with Mario Kart 7 for free. It was hilarious, because I remember being in the store, looking at the Nintendo 2DS's, and you had the regular one, and then the one with Mario Kart 7, the exact same price. And I'm just like, well, I love Mario Kart, so I'm obviously going to get the Mario Kart one, because it's not extra money anyways. Yeah, Mario Kart 7 is a fun game. I think people don't really like it anymore because there's so many better Mario Karts to go to now. I think I would put it in B tier, and I would put it probably above all of these. Personally, I like it more than Mario Kart DS, though. So I think by that standard, it has to go up to A tier, right above it, so yeah, cry about it. Yes, we have Mario Kart World. I have opinions about this game. It's so much fun. It's a beautiful game, you know, running on the Switch 2 and everything in 4K, and I really like the concept of all the tracks being interwoven into this big map. On paper, it sounds really cool, but in practice, it makes it so that I feel like I don't like the tracks that much, or it feels like some of the tracks kind of blend in together a little bit. And obviously you have the whole debacle of Nintendo forcing us to play the hybrid tracks, if you will, where one track goes into the other, and that's considered a lap or whatever. You know, I feel like forcing us to do that has made it so it's harder to enjoy the tracks in the more traditional sense. It's just not living up to the expectations for me right now. Maybe DLC in the future will help fix that. I think the free roam mode is pretty fun, but it also does feel a bit empty sometimes. So despite the fact that it's not that great, it's still super fun. Like, I don't know why I'm so weird about this. I feel like Mario Kart World is such a divisive game right now because a lot of people just hate it, and then the people who are enjoying it are like feeling guilty for liking it. I would put it in A tier, and I would probably just put it right between Mario Kart Wii and Double Dash. Mario Kart 8, the original on Wii U, I was one of those guys. I had a Wii U back in the day. I still have one, but I'm gonna grade this in terms of it having all the DLC as well, because I hopped on that so quickly when it came out. It's easily better than Mario Kart 7. That's a big reason why Mario Kart 7 has just become so underappreciated now, is because Mario Kart 8, as well as the following games, were so much better. If you know anything about Mario Kart, the obvious thing that is terrible about Mario Kart 8 is the battle mode. It's just thrown together at the last minute. It's lazy. It sucks. It's literally the worst part about Mario Kart 8. It's not even close. So I would say this game belongs in A tier. I am going to put it right below Double Dash, right above Mario Kart 7. Next, we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. There is no game on my Switch that has more hours than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I think it is the definitive Mario Kart. After playing Mario Kart World for quite a bit of time, I think it's still pretty clear that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the definitive Mario Kart. It doesn't have, like, some tracks that I would like it to have. You know, there's tracks in Mario Kart Wii or in Mario Kart Double Dash that I like, but that's really all I can say about it. They fixed the battle mode, and then they just went buck wild and said, hey, we're just gonna release multiple waves of DLC. Now, granted, some of those tracks are from the dreaded Mario Kart Tour, so they were a bit lazy when it comes to that, but is it safe to say there's no other Mario Kart with more content? Like, I cannot imagine Mario Kart 8 Deluxe being considered worse than any of these other ones. And honestly, because of Mario Kart World not being as good as I would have thought, I don't think it can replace Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I think that is kind of what cements it as S tier for me, is that even the newest and best Mario Kart, maybe not the best, but like the newest, latest Mario Kart that is out now, it's still not good enough to replace the Mario Kart that came before it. So I think for those reasons, that's why Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best Mario Kart out right now. And now we have the best for last, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. This game is a very fun novelty for like maybe an hour or two, and then after that you never play it again. Now granted, I will say, your enjoyment of the game has a lot to do with where you live and like how your house is set up, because if you have a lot of carpet in your house, this game probably isn't going to be that fun. But if you have all the hard floors and you can like, if you can create like a really creative track, then I guess it's pretty fun. But even then, I mean, the game, like, I think you're racing against the Koopalings all the time, and it's very limited. They didn't really do a whole lot to, I guess, create a lot of different ways to play it. Like, I think there's time trials or something, or like I think there's other modes beside racing. I really don't remember. I haven't played it in forever because I got rid of mine. I still like it more than Mario Kart Tour, so I'm just gonna throw it right above it in F tier because, yeah, it's fun, but it's just not that fun after you've played it a few times. Well, everyone, there you have it. That's my Mario Kart tier list. I would say, if I had to guess, I would think that most people are just not gonna love where I put Mario Kart 64. But other than that, I feel like my opinions are pretty similar to what I've seen online, because that totally matters. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this tier list, and if you want to comment below what you think should have been higher than others or lower than others. I don't get that many comments, so I'll probably read it, so please be nice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.